All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, that want us to the elders and our apostles of great millstone, taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect, that's around the four corners of the earth, and also the blessed teachers word and sincerity. I'm the brother Iwalumia from the GMS Chicago branch here in Chicago. Come back at you with another lesson. And Lord willing, I hope it be edifying. I'm just basing the title of this lesson. Jake needs to learn how to use wisdom. Speaking, to us, first and foremost in this truth. Because what the Lord actually gives you the cheat codes to basically to know how to use wisdom and how to apply it in your everyday life. How to deal with your enemies to get you out of certain jams. But 2/3 of our people do not know how to use wisdom. A lot of our people is in that carnal mindset, what's going to lead to their destruction. So I got this little TikTok video, just basically, telling what I just said. Jake don't know how to use wisdom. I'm gonna play the video. Nothing happens to this Jake, but it's just it could have went a whole left field. It could have turned left if he know how to if he didn't really apply wisdom. But the Lord ultimately spared him. Because he's gonna get judged more than likely at a later time. But I'm gonna just play this video.
He didn't bump you from behind. There's police that come over here all the time. No, don't do that. No, you back up. No.
Fuck you up. Fuck you up. Don't touch me, you pussy. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with your boy, Navarro? What's wrong with your boy?
Navarro, you come over here
What's wrong with your boy, Navarro?
Navarro, you come over here all the time. Yes, you do.
As you can see, he's steady arguing with people that is in a more place of power than he is. He's constantly arguing with the people and everything like that. But the situation could have just ended if he just could have just walked away. That's part of using wisdom. Just walk away. You don't never have to you don't need the last laugh all the time. Just walk away. Because what it can turn into something extremely tragic. It can turn into you losing your life. It can turn into you going to jail. It can turn to you you getting being beat up by the police. Talking about this Jake in this video. That's why the Lord has applied us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to know how to avoid situations like this. Because ultimately the Lord will jack you up. If you don't apply the wisdom that He know, especially talking about us in this truth, that He know that you already know, but you don't apply it. But this is 2/3. We know these 2/3 is not going to apply wisdom. But I'm gonna just play a little bit more of it.
I'm not your son. I got kids. I'll fuck you up. On record, though. You get your pussy ass out of here. I'll fuck you up. It's my wife. Don't disrespect me in front of my wife. I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up. I'm probably take your pussy.
So what's the point of this Jake steady arguing with the police? Cause what? They getting back in their cars and they finna be on their way, but this Jake still wanna ignite a situation. Some things are just better off just being left alone. That's applying wisdom. Just go your way. You can walk away with your life. But this Jake wanna continue to to act the fool. So especially in the times to come, Jacob's trouble. We're gonna have to apply wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in a way that was never been used before. Because what? It's gonna be hell all around us. Ultimately, how about Shemi Al-Shai, it's going to protect us, but what? We still have to use wisdom, in certain situations, of our so-called everyday life, because things can't escalate, if we don't use wisdom. This is the book of Matthew 10:16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Right? We have to think before we actually take action at what we do, Because what we're about, especially talking about us in this truth, we're surrounded around about people, that wants to see us that wants to see us slip up and try to try to get in our head to force us to do something, as it says right here, wise as serpents and harmless as doves, right? we have to know how to move and we have to know how to act. You know, speaking to myself first and foremost, we have to know how to move and we have to know how to act. And that's very important, especially being in this truth, because what? People, that's in the world is going to try to use things, especially your words against you and your different actions against you to basically ultimately, to make you fall, you know? And this is using wisdom. You have to think before you actually take action. Nothing happened to that Jake in the video, but it could have really turned left field, you know? This is the book of Matthew 5:25. It says, agree with thine adversary quickly whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. Right, this is what happened to a lot of our people, 2/3 of our people. Because what? They don't know how to use wisdom, you know? They don't know how to agree with their adversary. Look, the thing with Jake is they always have to have the last laugh. It's not about having the last laugh. It's about walking away, with your life. Perfectly using knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know how to handle certain situations, because what? Wisdom comes with power. It tells you how to better handle certain situations. Because what? If you don't use that wisdom, it's gonna bring in, outside forces that, that was never needed in the first place because you didn't apply wisdom. So this can keep you out of jail. This can keep you with your life, and then this basically keep you in a safe place. Yahweh Shem Shah provided us with the scriptures as cheat codes to better know how to live our life, and come through the scriptures comes knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to know how to deal with your enemies, to know how to deal with people, that you don't really like. This is the book of Romans 12 and 18. It says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Right. You don't never have to, have the last laugh all the time. If it be possible, live at peace with that person. Even if it means you have to separate yourself, use wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to better handle situations with people. As it says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Right. If it be possible. But let's continue. Because the Lord, we was going, discussing this on the line. The Lord, gives us the game. The Lord gives us cheat codes, through these scriptures, how to handle certain situations, how to apply knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's why King Solomon, asked for wisdom, to better know how to govern the nation of Israel, because wisdom comes power. Something, that I even need to use better. But I'm actually come back to this one. This is the book of Proverbs 16:7. It says, when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Right. If your ways please Yahweh Shem Shai, he's going to make your enemies, be at peace with you. Talking about the Jake that was in the TikTok video, he could have easily lost his life right there. But the Lord is going to probably, more than likely, preserve him for something even more worse. I always apply knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Speaking to myself first and foremost. When your ways please, as it says right here, it says, when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Right. If the Lord is saying that you're applying these scriptures, it's ultimately going to please Yahweh Shem Shai. He's going to deliver you from your enemies. He's going to make, even as it says, make it even his enemies to be at peace with him. So we have to apply these scriptures even more. Talking about knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Because ultimately that's going to please Yahweh Shem Shai. And Yahweh Shem Shai is going to get you through, in certain situations. This is the book of Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength and salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is going to get us through, the hells and the perils that's to come. How to move and how to act is very important. You just can't be running your mouth, at any type of body that has power over you. In that video, that Jake, was confronting, was in a confrontation with two police officers that could have easily, pulled out their guns and shot his ass, But knowledge, wisdom, understanding is a very, important tools to have, 2/3 of our people don't have that knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's why their ass get killed, because what they don't have, they don't stick to the scriptures. They don't, they're basically leaning to their own understanding, The Lord provided us with this to better know how to move and better know how to act. So with that being said, I'm ending off right there. Salakia, I may have, jumped around, in a few places, but Lord willing, I hope it was still edifying. So I want to end up by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. That one us to the elders and our apostles of Great Millstone taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the earth, and also the rest that teaches word and sincerity. Lord willing, I hope this is edifying, and Lord willing, come back with another lesson soon. And until next time, bye.